cheeks, me my eyes, that chocolate tie. Jack Harrow, that purple hazer, that 47. Either way, I got that fire blessing.
What up, though?
When I roll that bitch,
Y'all give me one second.
cause he might flip. He that fire weed like Snoop Dogg. A little moon right just to balance out. Play a music loud, bring the smokers out.
Fire weed, I slang, bitch. Take one hit, you in a spaceship. Mo wet, you know the name, bitch. When I come through, you know I bring the drip. Saucing up, down, and through your strip with that fire weed and a clean brick. Swagging like my bitch Cardi B, looking like a bitch done caught a lick. Pull up on your block, smelling like a pound of that Jack Harrow. Packed so loud, can't turn down, so everybody hear ya. Hustle's like damn, this shit smoking.
Y'all give me 1 second, man. We working on getting a guest in here. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. We got another guest for y'all this weekend. Y'all give me 1 second, man. We working on getting them in the room for y'all. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all give me 1 second.
Soon as you break it down, boy, I'm getting higher. Yeah, what you got? Probably smoking, but I got the fire. The session non-stop, rolling like we're burning tires. Ain't went to sleep, I'm high as hell and I ain't even tired. I hit the weed man up when the need is dire. You niggas smoking bullshit can come and be a buyer. Man, I can't even light the blunt, somebody stole my lighter. We in the crib full of smoke, but ain't no firefighters. Some bitches said I smell like Dodie as I'm walking by her. I got the munchies, I ain't sharing, need the whole entire. We got that shit that you can hit a couple times and fall. Coughing like I'm about to lose a lung, but I don't care at all. So fuck that shit you talking about, nigga, just pass the weed. We lumberjacking motherfuckers, yeah, we got the trees. Just let your bitch just hit some shit that put her on her knees. Niggas steady asking what I'm thinking, I just tell them chill.
Now give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job.
Break it down and burn it up. Break it down and burn it up. Yo. Break it down and burn it up. Yo. Break it down and burn it up. Yeah. Break it down and burn it up. Break it down and burn it up. Break it down and burn it up. Light it up, bitch, you know what's up. Going every day like it's 420. Got a whole 20 on the 40 stack. Hit FOE for another 7. Hit the studio and smoke out the session. When I leave this bitch, you gon' smell the essence. Break it down, better roll it up. Bumpin' Project Pat in that Polaroid. Chinese cheeks, me my eyes, that chocolate tie. Jack Harrow, that purple hazer, that 47. Either way, I got that fire blessing. Switch the sweets when I roll that bitch. Won't hesitate, cause he might flip. He that fire weed like Snoop Dogg.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1
Just to
minute.
balance out, play a music.
Hey, y'all, man, tell my folks on YouTube, man, my followers and shit, man. Y'all give me 1 second, man. We just working on getting our guests in this motherfucker. You did what I'm saying, so y'all give me 1 minute.
We working on it. We having a little technical difficulties right now. You did what I'm saying. So even if I gotta stop the live and come back on, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, just give me 1 second. You did what I'm saying. Yeah, give me 1 second.
J-Pad the Juggernaut. J-Pad the Juggernaut. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
What up? What up?
Uh,
What up?
what up, though,
What's
my
going
boy?
on, family?
Oh man, it's all love, man. I'm glad everything just worked out. You did
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying. So okay, so you too. We gonna start this motherfucker all over again, man. We gonna do this the proper way. You did what I'm saying. Big salute to everybody that's tapped in right now. You did what I'm saying. Let's do it.
yeah.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today.
Yeah, give me one
Cause
second.
it's Friday, you ain't got no job. Shit to do.
Break it down and burn it up. Break it down and burn it up.
Yo,
Break it down and burn it up. Break it down and burn it up. Yeah, break it down and burn it up. Break it down and burn it up. Break it down and burn it up.
Take it down and burn it
Light it
up.
up,
Let's
bitch.
go.
You know what's up.
Yeah.
Day like it's 420, got a whole 20 on the
YouTube, what up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Misery. You did what I'm saying. I am your host of Blunt Conversation Podcast. You did what I'm saying. And we got a special guest today. You know what I mean? A great interview for y'all today. You did what I'm saying. I got one of my brothers, J Pad the Juggernaut, in the building, man. One of the hottest producers around this motherfucker. You did what I'm saying. We gonna give him some time to introduce himself and all that good shit. Um, Y'all make sure when y'all come in the room, y'all like, share, subscribe, all that good shit, man. You know what I mean? We bringing y'all that raw shit, that real shit, things y'all need to get to y'all eardrums. You did what I'm saying?
Yeah, though. Yeah, though.
Let's
What
get
up?
it.
What up? What up, everybody?
Hey, how you?
You already, yeah,
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 yes,
man. Here
sir.
with my boy
How you
Misery.
feeling, my
Finally
boy?
made it to the Blunt Conversations podcast. Make sure y'all like, subscribing, and sharing. You already know
Yeah.
who it is, man. It's the Custom Beat King, J-Pad the Juggernaut. I am residing in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, via Erie, PA. I'm originally from Erie, Pennsylvania, up north by the waters. You know what I'm saying? The Great Lakes. We the Great Lakes kids. You know what I mean? And here
Mhm.
with my man Misery. You know, a little bit about my background, brother. You know, I started well over 30 years ago doing music production. Even goes back earlier than that, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, I was a beatbox and hip hop. You know what I mean? So that was like my first assignment. I was too chubby to break dance. You know what I mean? So I had I had to pick an assignment in hip hop. It just so happened to be beatboxing, but before then, I was already playing instruments like since the third grade. You know what I mean? Like so, I literally picked up, as you can see on the wall back here, that little thing right back there. That's a trombone that's sitting on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got a couple of bass guitars. You know what I'm saying? I play some instruments and things of that nature. But I started out doing that. You know, hip hop bug hit me, started beatboxing, you know what I'm saying, was playing instruments all the way through high school, you know what I'm saying, took a little break in college, came back to it like as soon as I became a younger man, but I really kind of like stuck with the music production. I started getting into it right as I was graduating high school, going into my first year of college, which I went to Penn State. You know what I'm saying? I went to Penn State, and that's where I started picking up all this, like, hey, I want to be a music producer. I want to be a beat man. You know what I'm saying? Type guy. So my first setup was like real, you gotta remember this was like, I want to say this was the early 90s, bro. This was like 90, 91. That's when I really, really got into what I was getting into. You know what I'm saying? Like I grabbed up, I had a cassette 4-track. For those y'all in this day and age, y'all don't know how we used to do music. It was via cassette. It was cassette. So I had a cassette 4-track. I had this DJ device called a Gemini sampler, and I had a record player, and I had, a drum machine, and I had like a Yamaha portable keyboard, and that was my first studio with like a nice little like a microphone from Radio Shack and shit. So and that was like the first joint, and it's like it's been a hell of a journey ever since, man. I'm still here, man, still doing it.
Man, that's fucking dope, and boy, shit. You actually, man, you dove right in. Hey, that was so great though. You dove right in. He knocked out a couple questions I already had for him. You hear me? That's how you know a seasoned vet. You get what I'm saying? No, for real. I like that. Okay. So how did you come up with the name J-Pad
Okay,
Juggernaut?
well, that's a great question. As soon as I started, well, I gotta take it back to high school a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because in high school, like my favorite group, one of my favorite groups at that time, me and my boy LB that you see on the AM King show, me and LB been rocking since the 3rd grade. But when we got to high school, LB was the first cat with a ride. So he had a clean ass Tornado and shit. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know what a Tornado is, that was like a Coupe de Ville. It was the same thing as a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It was clean. So, he had a nice little system in it and everything. And one of our favorite groups at that time, and this was like the late 80s, was EPMD. So we went down to the local hatter store. We bought all the bucket hats, bro. We bought every last one of them. You know what I'm saying? I was a bucket hat king back then. You know what I mean? So we show up like we was Eric and Parrish to school. Well, the people at school looked at me in that bucket hat, man. They said, man, you look like Paddington. It's like you look like Paddington Bear. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, so my first nickname was Paddington. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it was funny because it caught on so much, people thought that was my last name and shit. They thought Paddington was my last name. So when I started doing hip hop production, I was like, damn, what do people remember me by nickname wise the most? And so it was Paddington. So I started out as Paddington. I spelled it a little differently than the regular Paddington, and that was my first producer name. And then I got with like my first old school crew. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was the Lower East Side cats in Erie. You know what I'm saying? The LES. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, they'd be called Lazy G's. Well, the guys in Lazy G's didn't want me to be Paddington no more. They said, nah, man, your name is J-Pad. So I was J-Pad, but I wasn't the Juggernaut at that time. I was the Bear. So this was the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? So my first handle as a producer was J-Pad the Bear. You know what I'm saying? Because people would call me Bear for short because, they didn't want to call me Paddington. So J-Pad stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? And ever since like 92, I'd say 92, 93, I've been J-Pad. You know what I mean? And then Juggernaut came sometime later, like I'd say the early 2000s, bro. I just felt like at that time, I was really hitting on all cylinders with this music production shit. There wasn't a style of beat that I couldn't do, whether it be sampling, playing instruments, doing this, that, and the third, playing the keys, playing the, drum machine, whatever. I was firing on all cylinders at that time, and I was recognized as one of the top producers in my city. And I said, I really felt like this new form power, you know what I'm saying? So I said, what could be more powerful than the Bear? Well, I looked up the word in the dictionary, and a lot of people think that it's just a comic book character, the Juggernaut. They know about Marvel Comics, the Juggernaut. Well, the Juggernaut it kind of came from that, but it didn't really come from that. It came from the dictionary definition of Juggernaut. So basically, what a Juggernaut is anything that crushes and destroys everything in the pathway. So that's why I started calling myself J-Pad the Juggernaut, because I felt like I was just firing on all cylinders. I was like this wrecking ball producer that just kept going. And then I've been J-Pad the Juggernaut ever since like maybe 2004. So about 20 some odd years. I've been Juggernaut.
Man, that's dope. That's fucking fire. And with that being said, I'm gonna get into the first record. One of my records, you did what I'm saying, called Movie, produced by J Pat the Juggernaut. Yeah, give me
Yeah.
1 second.
J-Pad the Juggernaut. J-Pad the Juggernaut.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your boy Ms. LR. YGMG. Let's get it. Moving fast when I move now, cause every day like a movie. I mean something to my people, so every nigga with me shoot. Turn your life into a movie. Hype Williams got them shooting, Spike Lee got them shooting, Martin Lawrence make a movie. Moving fast when I move now, cause every day like a movie. I mean something to my people, so every nigga with me shoot. Turn your life into a movie. Hype Williams got them shooting, Spike Lee got them shooting, Martin Lawrence make a movie. Moving fast when I move now, cause every day like a movie. I mean something to my people, so every nigga with me shoes. Turn your life into a movie. Hype Williams got them shooting, Spike Lee got them shooting, Martin Lawrence make a movie. Moving fast when I move now, cause every day like a movie. I mean something to my people, so every nigga with me shoes. Turn your life into a movie. Hype Williams got them shooting, Spike Lee got them shooting, Martin Lawrence make a movie. Yeah. Came from the bottom, I started with nothing. Out the mud, I stay humble, my nigga. When other niggas got jammed, they told. When niggas ran up, them blitzes, they froze. MIC, I stood 10 toes. In a trap with lions and bears. Killer gorillas, I'm spitting the illest. Go ahead, show you niggas a real one. They'll live through the test, no pause at all. When I'm on stage, I give you my all. In these streets, ain't promised tomorrow, ain't no one yet. That's why nigga go harder. My GF wanna have a nigga daughter. In this bitch, but I ain't coming, I'm starter. Before I eat, so you know I'm a problem. Post road, I bring the city out. Full speed, you know I'm coming for it. Lied to me, but I'm quick to pull up. Hammer on me, tryna nail his ass up. No love in these streets, none, bruh. Keep it on me if you think I'm playing. Quote my words like I ain't saying shit. The reason why you niggas get left behind, so I'm moving fast when I move now. Cause every day like a movie. I mean something to my people, so every nigga with me shoot. Turn your life into a movie. Hype Williams got them shooting, Spike Lee got them shooting, Martin Lawrence make a movie. Moving fast when I move now, cause every day like a movie. I mean something to my people, so every nigga with me shoot. Turn your life into a movie. Hype Williams got them shooting, Spike Lee got them shooting, Martin Lawrence make a movie. Moving fast when I move now, cause every day like a movie. I mean something to my people, so every nigga with me shoes. Turn your life into a movie. Hype Williams got them shooting, Spike Lee got them shooting, Martin Lawrence make a movie. Moving fast when I move now, cause every day like a movie. I mean something to my people, so every nigga with me shoes. Turn your life into a movie. Hype Williams got them shooting, Spike Lee got them shooting, Martin Lawrence make a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's that motherfucking movie. J Pat.
Hey, yo, that just brought back great memories, man, of our catalog, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I want to turn it back around real quick and just really express to people that are watching right now how blessed and gifted and talented Misery is. You know what I'm saying? And he's a perfect machine when it comes to this music shit. Like, I can't stress it enough. That man is a consummate professional. He's always on his A game with his bars. He's on his A game with his business. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just happy to be in the network with this brother. You know what I'm saying? Because he met me through another source down in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Our boy Jeff. You know what I mean? So, you know, big shout out. Yeah, I already know, man. So, you know, and that kind of like got us started on our journey. And ever since then, I've been stuck at the hip with Misery, you know what I mean? And we working, man, you know what I'm saying? But that's all movie, man. That was like one of our first jump offs. So that was like real nostalgic. I love it. You know what I'm saying? That movie still got power. As a matter of fact, I told you, man, on the AM King show, come Monday, we running movie again.
Hello. Oh, okay. I didn't want you to get too deep on it because I got stuff for that too, right? And just to touch on that too, though, you know what I mean, real quick, because it ain't about me. You did what I'm saying. It's about J Pat the Juggernaut. You did what I'm saying. So, man, end up linking up with the homie, man. We end up coming more than homies. He end up being like a big bro just because of the knowledge and different shit that, you know what I mean, he throw out there on the kid. You did what I'm saying. And not just to me, just to our folks, period. We gonna get into that a little later into the questions. You did what I'm saying, but man, big salute to him when he gave me the record movie. that is now known as movie. But I had like, what I'm gonna put to it. You did what I'm saying, and I'm already knowing who he is and what's going on. Like, bro, I gotta come with it. Then I'm hearing the beat. You know what I mean? I let that motherfucker talk to me. I let it paint a movie.
That
You
part.
did what I'm saying. If you can't paint no movie, if I don't see a movie from it, like a visual from it, if I can't see it, if I don't get, I'm not gonna be able to drop on the record. You did what I'm saying. So to a lot of producers, you know what I mean? You know if you got it or not, especially with me. Cause if I drop to it, it was something. If it's just sitting there, I
Couldn't really
couldn't
get
really,
down with
not
it.
to say that that fire, just this one might not have been
That's
it.
all.
You did what I'm saying with J Pad, bro. Like consistent, bro. It's just bangers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go keep it moving. So you already really answered this. You did what I'm saying. I was gonna ask you as a producer and an artist, how long have you been doing it, and which one was you doing first? But you damn near already
Yeah.
answered that. So we go kill that. Can you name any artist, major or indie, that you have
Oh,
produced for?
absolutely.
Some of your history.
Absolutely. As far as tracks that I have industry people on my beats, first and foremost, we all know Miss Toy. You know what I'm saying? The infamous West Coast Queen, Miss Toy. She
Salute
I'm
Miss
very
Toy.
blessed to have multiple albums with her. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't been nothing but a blessing and a pleasure to be working with her. You know what I'm saying? And the GOENT squad and everybody over on the lovely radio show. Big salute and shout out to them. I've been over there for a decade. I've been over. This is
Uh,
10 years, 10-year anniversary with me and Miss Toy working. But outside of that, I got a track with Pastor Troy on it. It's called "I'm So Atlanta" by my boy Zoe Blanco. You can go watch the video on YouTube. You guys can check it out. You will see me in the video, so that way you know it's stamped. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the video. You know what I'm saying? Also, I got some credits with Slim Duncan. Rest in peace to Slim Duncan. Uh, my boy, and I gotta give him a shout out on here, and hopefully he see this one day. But Project Pat, big salute to Project Pat. He was one of the first industry cats that I ever made some beats
y'all
with.
get my-
You know what I'm saying? Woo the Kid from Brick Squad. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to him as well. You know what I'm saying? Like Busy Bone. I actually got an unreleased track, Misery, that got Busy Bone, the legend from Bone Thugs and Harmony on it. You know what I mean? And I may be missing a few others. Oh yeah, my boy Gilly. I got a song with Gilly. You can find the video on YouTube. It's called PA. You know what I mean? Where he linked up with a artist that I was producing at the time named Dirt Gang C, which I got to give flowers to Dirt Gang in his posthumous state. You know what I'm saying? Because he passed away about a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Dirt Gang C, but he was responsible for a lot of industry work that I did, from the city of Pittsburgh. And yeah, just thankful and grateful, man. You know what I'm saying, that I did. But as far as independent, of course, Misery, my reggae artist Ross Misha, who's been around me pretty much the entire time I've been in Pittsburgh, which is well over 20 years. I've been producing reggae. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my man Hype the Landlord, Simply Kill, you know what I'm saying, Miss Shay, and a bunch of other artists. Hawk Jr., big shout out to Hawk Jr. and the Birdhouse Gang. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to those guys. Big shout out to my people's LIBK, you know what I'm saying? Let It Be Known, my boy KB and the Crate Collective and Bass. What up, though? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that I was involved with, you know what I'm saying? Like even from the younger generation, like J Loke and others that are in that thing, Black King Folk. You know what I'm saying? There's just a bunch of people involved in the network. You know what I'm saying? And then my producer homies as well. You know what I'm saying? There's so many to name, bro. I did so much work around here. They put me on the Pittsburgh Hip Hop Wall of Fame, bro.
Hey man, I know that's right. You did what I'm saying. Bang, you hear me? Long track record, and hey, sometimes some people might call it whatever they call it, but man, sometimes you gotta talk like that for yourself, because sometimes the next motherfucker won't. You
Right.
did what I'm saying, and sometimes you gotta put it out there so you can get the credit that you deserve for the work that motherfuckers done put in.
Oh yeah, and I gotta give a shout out to the hometown as well, Erie. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Gully TV. I know a lot of people have seen Gully TV before. I was involved in the early stages of Gully TV. I was the videographer, not videographer, but mainly the editor and the DVD author for Gully TV. But shout out to Millie and Gully TV, Gunplay Records, who was one of my home state fams, you know what I'm saying, my hometown, like crew, the Lazy G's, which was my first true school, you know what I'm saying, in hip hop. We was like the Wu-Tang of Erie, you know what I'm saying? So everybody involved in that, my boy Lord T, rest in peace, Lord T. He just passed away last year. You know what I mean? I'm at that age, Miz, where that's why we talk about the things that we talk about on the show, you know what I'm saying, about, longevity and health. The Mellow Man PDC, big shout out to PDC. You know what I'm saying? My boy LB, of course, like LB, definitely the Smoke King, you know what I'm saying? Cookie Man.
No, for real, because that's one of my motherfucking favorite shows right now. You did what I'm saying. That's a show I look forward to because I'm a YouTube head. Everything
Yes,
is
sir.
on YouTube. You did what I'm saying. So that's something that I look forward to in the morning times. You did what I'm saying. Yeah, man, help me get through my day. It bring knowledge. You did what I'm saying. So to all my supporters, followers, whoever on this motherfucker, whoever go be on this motherfucker, man, when you get a chance, you know what I mean, to sit down, you know what I mean, roll you one up, even if you don't smoke, whatever the case may be, when you able to get comfortable, you know what I mean, y'all go over to the AM King show. You did what I'm saying. I wish I would have had the shit in the
It's all to the
description
good.
already.
But hey, if y'all see
y'all
us,
follow,
y'all know that we tapped in. We all the AM Kings. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the chat,
like I said,
everybody this, that, and the third. And also, you know what I'm saying? I ain't go. I don't want to play spoiler alert, but Misery's gonna be on the show. So make sure y'all tap in because y'all don't want to miss that show.
Nah, for real. Shit. Just to even, you know what I mean, catch wind. If y'all follow me on any one of them channels, one of them pages at the bottom on any one of them platforms, you did what I'm saying. Y'all go definitely run into the show. You know what I mean? We'll get y'all tapped into that too, man. It's something that I feel like the community, our people need to get in tune and tapped in with. You did what I'm
For
saying.
sure.
We go get into that because I had something set up for that. You did what I'm saying. So we go get into that as well. So, all right. So, how do you feel right now in 2025? Man, what's your opinion, or what? How do you feel about the state of hip hop? How do you feel about the state of hip hop and rap music and in the hip hop industry itself? Period. In the state of 2025.
Great question, man. Great question. Actually, to be honest with you, I have a lot of mixed feelings about today's state of hip hop because I'm one of the guys that was fortunate enough to see it from its inception. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as young as maybe 5, 6 years old was the first time I heard somebody rap. You know what I mean? So I literally was in the 70s with it. You know what I'm saying? So the principles of what hip hop started on as opposed to where it is right now is like it's like a night and day thing. But I do feel like some of that nostalgic, format that hip hop was based off of is making a comeback. And we're talking about the music because really we all should know that hip hop is a lifestyle. It really isn't necessarily a music. Rap music is a element of the lifestyle of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is really something it's a lifestyle. It's how you live. It's how we dress. Like my hat's turned to the side. You know what I mean? Misery got the straight flat bill. You know what I mean? And the jackets, the varsity jackets, all that stuff. We made that stuff fly. We made that stuff fly. You know what I'm saying? So it right now, I feel like it's very dysfunctional in the public eye. In the public eye, I feel like hip hop is dysfunctional because they show a lot of us, getting at each other, you know what I'm saying, tearing each other down, these type of things, a lot of negative overtones with it. But I do feel like in the underground, like where cats like us dwell, and we always have been underground superstars, we are starting to hold the torch and bring the light back to the game. You know what I'm saying? And showing people that these principles never died. They just somebody else took control of hip hop, and it wasn't us. And the penalty for that was all of this dissension that we have, which is crazy because it is the most popular genre of music on the face of the planet. That's hands down because I have an international community and I can vouch for that. There's people that always tap into our show from Germany, from England, from all kinds of different places, Africa, Guadeloupe, places from all over the world. And all of these people do hip hop. And I've been blessed enough to do hip hop with them. So I know that it exists. The real hip hop exists. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like what they put in the public's eye, what they put in the public's, perspective,
what they regurgitating to the public through the everyday radio,
Right.
television. You
And
get what I'm saying? What they
as me
choose to
being an
put out.
elder statesman, I feel a responsibility, especially with my platforms, to traject messages that counteract that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm showing the Diddy case, then I'm no better than anybody else that's showing the negativity. If I'm showing, Papoose
Mm,
and Remy, even though we talked about it on Friday, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much stay away from those subjects purposely because
right,
we need to start feeding
right,
ourselves with what hip hop stood for. It was an outlet for
right,
positivity because those people were so
right,
impoverished and the situation was so terrible that they had to find a positive outlet to kind of make sure that gang violence didn't happen, to make sure things that were going south. And then it's unfortunate because, like I said, nobody took ownership of it. And then the big corporate America got a hold of it, stripped it of the culture, pimped it out, and then now this is what you see in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't see that and feel that, but I believe that it's coming back. So I got confidence and I have belief, and belief is the first thing for things to change and manifest themselves right.
yeah, yeah. And I did that, man. That's why I said, man, over here at Blunt Conversation, man. Young jits to my OGs. You doing? I said, man, over here at Blunt Conversation, I said, no matter who I interview, what type of music they do, bro, I would never. This is about music, bro. This shit is about music, and how can we put the light on you? You did what I'm saying, to be able to make your product, your music, or whatever else be able to go
That's
to the
so
next
positive.
level. You did what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Now, that's positive. You did what I'm saying. Now, Nate. Now, they want me to ask you the dumb shit. You did what I'm saying.
right.
Like, bro, you got bodies. You got, bro. Not not over here. You deal what I'm saying. So if you want to interview for Blunt Conversation podcast, we can get lit. We can talk about some good shit. But I never ask you. You know what I mean, about no bullshit. You do. It's go only strictly be about music or your business or whatever it is that you got going on. You do what I'm saying. Not about the drama. Not about who you spending on. None of
Right.
that shit. You did what I'm
Right,
saying. That's
man.
the problem now. You did what I'm saying.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
they done yeah, man. We can go on about this for days. You did what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
That'll be
for
a
sure.
whole
It
nother
would be a
topic.
whole
But
nother topic, but you're right, man. You know what I'm saying? This is our responsibility. We have what we call accountability and responsibility to the game itself because we care about it. We care about people's well-being and their mental state and their health and their body. You know what I'm saying? People always go see me working out and this, that, and that. They're like, damn, man, Pat 53, still working out. I'm like, it's
yeah, that's
that's right,
motivation.
because
You
if
did
I
what I'm
can
saying?
spread
Because
that
some
seed,
motherfuckers be looking
man,
at
because bruh, we know, we know,
yeah,
we know brothers and sisters that are younger than us that can't even run up the street. Facts.
yeah, yeah. And you be like, damn, bro, like, and you gotta be looking at the old heads, like, man, that old head to get out there and dust shit, bro. You did what I'm
Hey, and then
saying,
think
like,
about this:
real
if
quick.
shit really hit the fan, and I tell people this all the time. This is my example, and then we can move on. But I tell people all the time: if the shit hit the fan and you had to run, ask yourself honestly, could you run right now?
Right, right, right. Could you make
Could
it
you
up
make
the
it? Yeah,
block,
down the
man? Could you
steps.
even make it up the block? Nah, for real though. Nah, that's what's up, man. That's the truth though.
No
That's
doubt.
facts, man. But hey yo, this is Blunt Conversation Podcast. So to everybody that's tuned in right now, man, I need you to like, share, subscribe. Please take the time to go in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the interview so far. You did what I'm saying. I need y'all engaging. I need y'all engagement on this platform. You did what I'm saying. Put them smoke clouds down there. Let us know what you're smoking on this Blunt Conversation Podcast, man.
Yeah,
You know you did what I'm
absolutely.
saying. So yo, Juggernaut, I got one more question before we get into this next record, man. This Blunt Conversation podcast, so I need to know, um, do you smoke or have
Oh,
you smoked?
absolutely. As a matter of fact,
Because I don't. I mean, I
yeah,
mean,
no, no, no.
yeah.
Go
When was
ahead. Go ahead.
okay? So when was your first time ever smoking your very first blunt? And do you?
Oh shit.
Cause man, I be wanting. You know what I mean? It's one that everybody want to hear them
Yeah,
type of stories. You did what I'm saying. I know
yeah.
I do. You feel me? Cause I know my first time, so I want to know, what was your first experience, and was it with somebody or was you by
Yeah,
yourself?
no, it was with my immediate crew, man. Back in the day, I was kind of like a late bloomer, to be honest with you, Misery. I didn't hit my first joint or blunt until I was like my 21st birthday. LB on the show,
Okay.
and one of my boys, AJ, you know what I'm saying, wherever he is, what up though, bro? You know what I'm saying? Them boys had me smoke some weed. And it was funny because I was in a crib that had some smokers in it. Like not them smokers, the other smokers was in the crib with us. And they started having a crackhead argument. And the first time, and the first time I hit weed, man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was on the flow laughing my ass off because I couldn't stop laughing because the shit was so funny that, and I was so high because I'd never been high before. I was so high that I was just laughing my
Right.
ass off, man. That was the funniest shit. You had to be there because, you know what I'm saying, the argument was a classic crackhead act argument. Yeah, you already know how crackheads argue, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was a crackhead argument. I'm high off the Philly blunt, and I'm just over here, and it kept going, bro. And like I swear to you, Misery, they argued for like almost 3 hours. So you can imagine how hurt my stomach was by the end of that argument session. It was classic.
Yeah, I definitely been around. I done definitely been around one of them situations
Oh yeah.
before, for sure.
And imagine it's
Yeah,
your first time,
that's
you know what I'm
what's
saying?
up,
So
man.
it's my first time getting high,
Yeah.
and I'm over here hearing these people argue, and I just couldn't stop laughing. It was just hilarious.
Fried. I'm talking about fried, dang.
And,
You hear me now?
and
I
you
can
know how we
believe
like
it.
to laugh on
Now
the
that was
show. So it's like, this is me in real life. I'm a upbeat guy. I like to have fun. And you know what I'm saying? I got a
hell
lot of
yeah.
funny stories about me, man. I was definitely a newbie at that time, and I was a late bloomer. And man, I ain't gonna lie, weed always was tough for me. I couldn't back to back like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my little
Yeah.
bit, and then I had to leave it alone because I either be asleep or I'd be laughing too hard, or I'd be, you know what I'm saying, hungry as hell, ready to go ahead and get munchies and,
Hell
and,
yeah.
and tear everything in the kitchen up.
It ain't nothing never wrong with that. You did that. Cause man, look, I mean, you know what I mean? When I was like in my 19s, 20s and shit like that, you know what I mean? I used to drink. You did what I'm saying? I lit. You did what I'm saying? But the older I got, the feeling it started making me feel, and then having to be out in public and all that, then have to be on your tens and on your
Oh yeah.
P's and Q's, and liquor one for me, it take me off balance, turn you into somebody else. You did what I'm saying? Weed keep me right there in pocket, mellow, still got nice, but got still on my toes. You did what I'm saying, and being able to pay attention to everything that's going on.
No. Yeah, as a matter of
But,
fact, since
yeah.
we're on the subject, at one point in time here, I was partnered up with the organization called Normal, spelled NORML. What they are is an organization for cannabis reform and trying to get the laws passed in states where it's not legal. And we're in Pennsylvania, so still weed is not legal. It's not recreationally legal here in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? But we were a part of an organization that was for that change. So I thoroughly stand behind my people that are 420 friendly, because for some people it's therapeutic. Some people it's absolutely necessary. That's why it's medicinal. That's why it's always been a medicine and not a drug. I don't believe in weed as a drug. Weed is medicine for certain people, and I think that it's necessary. It grows out of the ground. God wouldn't have made weed to grow out of the ground if it wasn't meant to be consumed.
Facts. You did what I'm saying. And on that note, we gonna get to this next record. You did what I'm saying. This is one of my other records called "Give Them What They Want." You did what I'm saying. Produced by the great J-Pad, the Juggernaut. You did what I'm saying. Let's get into it. Y'all give me 1 second. Hell yeah. Y'all give me 1 second.
J-Pad the Juggernaut. J-Pad the Juggernaut.
Give them what they like. Give them what they want. Running gas in this bitch. We came to turn up tonight. Niggas showing off their cars. Bitches working for some stars. A lot of money in this bitch. A thug affair here tonight. We gon' give them what they like.
night. No, I'm dripping in this bitch. Rain all in your forecast. Work hard for this cash. Late nights, you want last. How to stash in the trash. Kept a Glock on the dash. Me and bruh on foot. Bitches play on my hook. Dodge duckers before they come in. Play cool till they leave out. Sandbox got the thugs out. Street niggas got them bands out. My hood bitches got their ass out. And all the shooters got their straps out. Jugging hard till we make out. Full throttle in the yo, nigga. Did this shit for my son, nigga. Fuck the next, I'm the one, nigga. No cap, top gun, nigga. And my bank for fun, nigga. Turn up when it's time to. With my wife, her friends turn to. X-rated boss in this bitch. Make magic in this motherfucker. We gon' give them what they like. We gon' give them what they want. Riding gas in this bitch. We can't turn up the night. Niggas showing off their cars. Bitches working for some stars. A lot of money in this bitch. A thug affair, yeah, tonight. We gon' give them what they like. We gon' give them what they want. Riding gas in this bitch. We can't turn up the night. Niggas showing off their cars. Bitches twerking for some stars. A lot of money in this bitch. A thug affair, yeah, tonight. All this Henny in my damn cup. I think it's time for y'all to catch up. Two with me, call it tag team. Make both of them going double dutch. Bust that swisher, we don't fuck with Dutch. Black nines with my hands clutch. Rap good, but I don't talk much. I ain't know that I still rep the fold. Look, bitch, going touch to toes. Let that pussy talk to a nigga. And watch that money going rain down. We going up, I'm talking right now. I make a wonder how I popped out. Far east to the death of me. I shot my vid on Fall Creek. I turn up for my city. Hating niggas back up off of me. I call mafia, it's a murder spree. Most of mine, they hit for free. Thug party, turn this bitch up. Going in, I ain't letting up. Niggas talking, don't move with it. I set the bar and break rules, nigga. I'm never fucking with you off, niggas. We gon' give them what they like. We gon' give them what they want. Running gas in this bitch. We can't turn up the night. Niggas showing off their cars. Bitches twerking for some stars. A lot of money in this bitch. A thug affair, yeah, tonight. Niggas showing off their cars. Bitches twerking for some stars. A lot of money in this bitch. A thug affair, yeah, tonight. We gon' give them what they like. We gon' give them what they want. Running gas in this bitch. We can't turn up the night.
Oh man. Oh man, misery.
You did
Oh,
what I'm
hey,
saying.
listen, man. I hope the people hear the mastery of this dude when he gets a hold of these beats. Man, this dude ends up putting you. I mean, just like those songs, misery. Like you know how to paint this picture. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how to paint the picture and bring people with you. So I almost can like picture what it's like. You know what I'm saying? We gonna give them what they like. You know what I'm saying? I could be out like I'm out with misery when I hear the record. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, this dude knows how to bring it to life. It's almost like you can visualize everything that's being said. You know what I mean? And that shit is dope. It's still one of my favorite records that we did. Man, dope shit.
Now I got a lot to add in, right? So now, like I said, with me trying to be positive, you did what I'm saying, and bring like I told you in one of my earlier interviews, you did what I'm saying. You gotta always have a balance. You did what I'm saying. I always had a balance. You did what I'm saying. So like, don't get me wrong, because I don't never be wanting to sound like a preacher, but I'm gonna give y'all some real shit. You did what I'm saying. So now I got my levels where I'm on my rah-rah tip, but you gotta understand that's my life. You did what I'm saying. Like I was in Atlanta for over 17 years. You did what I'm saying. 17, you know what I mean? Really in the trap.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
in
What
the
part
jungle.
of Atlanta?
Really, I was in. They call it Cobb County.
Oh, Cobb
you did
County.
what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
for sure.
Everybody try to sleep on Cobb County, but like I said, man, if I take you through some grounds around the area, your favorite artists has done been out there, and then, man, listen, man, I done seen all kind of shit. That's why I'm able to give you the type of songs, because it's real. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It is, man, because I lived in
Man,
I lived in Forest Park, I lived in Ellenwood, I lived in Conyers, I lived in Covington, I lived in Vine City.
so
You know what I'm saying? Right there by the Falcon
yeah.
State.
Oh,
Yeah, I was in Vine City by the bluff. Yeah, yep.
So when I tell you Cobb, so if I say something now, somebody who go see this video and recognize Cobb and know what I'm about to say, like you go know these are certain areas you don't want to play with. So I was in Cobb, but my areas was like Six Flags Drive, the trap of Cobb County.
Yes.
Over behind Thornton Road, over in the cusp between over in the cusp between Austell Road,
Marietta.
Marietta. You did what I'm saying. Like these are certain places within these spots in Cobb that'll get you fucked over if you don't know what
Yeah,
the
because
fuck going
you know what
on.
it is,
You did what?
misery, and I could take this from living in Atlanta for 4 years myself. You know what I'm saying? I can safely say this. It all looked good on the surface, but you have no idea. Like you walk up, you go up in one of those communities and you be like, oh man, it's cool here, cool, man, shit. You better keep your
Yeah,
head on a swivel.
about 2 different niggas that pop out of about
Yeah,
4 different houses on your
straight
stupid
up.
ass. You did what I'm saying? Straight
Hey,
up.
I remember one
And
time I went to
and
Campbellton
what?
Road. That's all I gotta say. I went to Campbellton Road, and this dude took me into a little place, and I thought it was nice until we got to the far back of the. We got in the real far back, boy. It was a whole nother.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. When the day I go do one of my next time I go hit Georgia, bro, man. When if I got the time, cause normally when I hit Georgia, I be sticking and moving in studios and shit working. But if I can find time, bro, to take out in certain spots, bro, I'm being in and cuts and back off,
Ooh,
man, and walk around some of these places, man. Y'all motherfuckers, bro, gonna be ready to go.
yes,
You
indeed.
ain't gonna want to sit there 2 minutes.
Nah, at
You did what I'm
all,
saying.
because I was
So
uncomfortable as hell.
the normal, yeah, yeah, the man. Listen, bro, you go. Hey, why we here? Where we
Yeah,
at?
that's exactly what I was saying. I was like, man, you brought me here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but as far as
but
Atlanta's concerned, I gotta give some shout
real.
outs, man.
So
Big shout out to my boy S. P. He was one of my main artists working down there. You know what I'm saying? He actually be at 2 Chain spot over there. You know what I'm saying, near Riverdale. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to them. Big shout out to my homie A Town Mike. I got to give love to A-Town Mike. He's one of the strip club veterans out there. You know what I'm saying? Blue Flame Lounge. You know what I'm saying? You'll see A-Town Mike there. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out.
Blue
Bishop of
Flame,
Crunk,
yep,
Black Luciano.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? My boys. You know what I'm saying? Law. You know what I'm saying? All my people that was down there that embraced me and turned me into some family. My boy Network, Cool Network. Shout out to Cool Network. You know what I'm saying? So you already know, man. Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
stands up. Zoe
Yeah, man. Big shout out to club. Big shout out to Club
Blue
Blue
Flame.
Flames. You did what I'm saying,
Yeah.
babes. You did what I'm saying.
The
Pink
pink
Pony. You
pony.
did what I'm saying. You did what I'm saying. Shit, I can name some more because I done been in all of them turned up. You did what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man, we done been up, man. Man, I had a motherfucking ball in the
You
A-Town. You
early,
did what I'm saying.
man. You will have a good time.
But all right, let's keep it. We gonna keep it moving. So can you shine the light? Because I know you wear a bunch of different hats. You did what I'm saying. You're a producer. You're an artist. You're a clothing designer. You host your own podcast show. You did what I'm saying. So can you talk about some of the businesses and other lanes that you in?
Oh, absolutely. I'm also a DJ too, Misery. A lot of people don't know that about me, but that's why I'll be running the DJ software when I'm doing the broadcast, because I actually am a DJ, and I DJ for quite some time here in the city of Pittsburgh. They welcomed me with open arms with that because they knew I was a producer, but they started letting me in the clubs. And I was one of the main agents for releasing, the music from around here through the clubs. I was one of the DJs that still stuck to the principle of breaking the records, not just because I was making the records, but just because I wanted Pittsburgh to love Pittsburgh music. You know what I'm saying? So that was one lane. Another, secret about me that's not well known is that I used to work in television, bro. I actually used to work in TV. I worked for NBC for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I was a videographer. I was a video editor. I actually ran the camera in the helicopter. When you see the helicopter shots on TV and shit, I was one of those guys that was sitting in there with the joystick, you know what I'm saying, above the damn scene while the fire going on or something else going on, standoff, SWAT team, whatever. So I was in there. I know how to operate live trucks. I know how to do live broadcasts, and that's the reason why, I'm the moderator of my show, is because I have the most television experience, you know what I'm saying? But also on top of that, I have a new initiative that I started right after the pandemic, Misery. It's called the Beat Intellect Academy. And what that is I do home studio consultations where I go and I show up and I set people's studios up at their house, and then I teach them how to run it. You know what I'm saying? Teach them how to run their own studio, and I develop a buddy system too with some of my core artists that really invested in themselves and build a studio at home. I show them how to record themselves, send me the stems, just like how we do in our thing. You know what I'm saying? I have them send me the stems. I mix and master their records, and you know what I'm saying? I teach them another skill set because I want to teach people how to make beats. I want to teach people how to record themselves. I want to teach people how to be more self-sufficient because I know in this day and age, being self-sufficient is where it's at. So, you know, for me, I just, you know, basically just go around the area and all up and down the East Coast. And, you know, it started from this one business that I had, and that's what made me popular in Pittsburgh, was I was the only mobile studio here, bro. I was the only mobile studio. I started mobile studio at a time when it really wasn't thought of. You know what I mean? Like I just said one day, I didn't want to step on nobody's toes. I'm not from Pittsburgh. How do I connect with the people? So what I did was I took 3 gym bags. I put some small monitors in one bag. I had my laptop in my laptop bag. And then the other bag had the other miscellaneous equipment. It had the little, you know, pop filter, the microphone, and this, that, and the third. And then I would carry the mic stand. So the mic stand bottom would be in another bag. You know what I mean? And I would just go around the city, you know, and just and that's how I really got lit with it here in Pittsburgh. But it ended up, the crazy thing about it, Misery, is that mobile studio was so popular in Pittsburgh that people started telling people in other cities about the mobile studio. Before I knew it, I was all the way down near South Beach and as far north as Maine, you know what I'm saying? And as far west as Chicago. And so, you know what I'm saying? And I took the mobile studio everywhere that I went, you know what I mean? And people would actually book me for studio time because I was the dude that was known to make the beat on the spot, record you, mix you, and the song will be in your hands by the time I leave. It'd be a couple hours later. You know what I mean? So it was just quick. And you know how we are. We got quick turnaround time. And that's how I built that skill. You know what I mean? So those are some of the other things that I do.
That's dope. That's dope. That's fucking dope. Shit. The AM King show. You wanna speak in it on that and dive in and go ahead and dive in and let us know what that show is all about and what type of topics y'all talk about on there. And why you think our people in the community need to
okay, yes, for sure. I definitely will break it down. Really, where it started was I was involved with LFX Media and the Mellow Man PDC, which is why we call him the Abbott on the show, is because he's really like the guy that sparked everything off with this podcasting thing. He was the one that was like, "Hey, we got a pod. So I initially, when Podgy had his name is Podgy, for those who don't know, you know, so he down in Houston. Big shout out to Podge, you know what I'm saying? Houston, Texas. And so, you know, but he's from my hometown. He's from Erie. But we all decided to go ahead and start podcasting slightly before 2023. And we had LFX Media podcast, and we was doing the podcast there, and we was talking about crypto, and we was talking about, you know, health and wellness, and we was talking about, you know what I'm saying, you know, being more in the light with things, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what, when Podge kind of like had to take a break off of it, I said, you know what, let me pick up the slack, let me rally up the troops. And I felt confident enough to say, you know what, let's go ahead and put it back out there. Let's rebrand it. Let's call it the AM show. At first, we called it the AM show when we first started about, 20 weeks ago. So we about 20 weeks in a row now, and we decided to change it in the middle of that and call it the AM King show. And what we really want to do is we want to talk about, you know, transparently too. And when I mean transparently, that means that there's no sugarcoating, there's no like, you know, hidden agendas with this. We just want to talk about good health. We want to talk about knowledge and empowerment of the people. We want to talk about, you know, we throw sports in there because we all sports heads, you know what I'm saying? Like, big ups to Misery because, you know what I'm saying, the Pacers looking real vicious right now. You know what I mean? Like, gotta give a big shout out to the Pacers, you know, so we keep that involved in it. And we also talk about financial responsibility. We talk about other things as well that people on other podcasts may not be talking about. So we try to make it a variety show and throw some funnies in there just to get people, you know what I'm saying, in a good mood and get the energy going in a positive direction, because I'd rather our podcast talk about these things and really show people that it's really channeling from the inside out. We basically are going off the principles of the law of attraction. And a lot of people don't know that, you know what I'm saying? The law of attraction is asking, believing, and receiving, and really taking yourself into a position where your mindset is on manifestation. So we really are in an overall tone of manifesting positive outcomes in everybody's life. And that's what the AM King show is really all about. We may not talk about the Diddy trial. We might not talk about some of the negative things that are going on, but this is like the yin and the yang principle. You know what I'm saying? Because the yin can't exist without the yang. So we got to be the other side, where other people are talking about all this satire and all this, negative stuff going on in the hip hop community and within Black people ourselves. We chose to go another route and start showing people, like, know your history, know who Malcolm X was, know who, these people are. The dude that made Plastiline recently, and all these other people, put the positive things on display and give people an opportunity to feel some positivity in their day. And that's the first thing that you start off with. That's why we run it in the morning, bro.
Man, I did that, man. That's why I'm tuned in every morning. Like I said, man, to my followers, y'all make sure y'all tap in. We go make sure that y'all get tapped in. You get what I'm saying? On that note, man, if you got a record you want to spin or a beat you want to spin, man, go ahead and drop it on these folks.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick, man. I'm about to share my screen with you, and we're gonna play one of your favorite tracks, actually, Miz by request. You know what I'm saying? So if you can see it right there, you can go ahead and share my screen. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna run this single from Miss Toy. You know what I'm saying? It's one of our dope records that we collaborated on. It's called Vibe. I hope y'all like this jam.
I want to squeeze this record in too before you play it.
Yeah, here. I'll jump off of this real quick. Let me jump off of that real quick. Go ahead and play this. Go ahead and play your record.
Oh, no. I ain't got no more on my end, right? I ain't got another one on my end. So, but look, so that record you go play, and then the set from the sesh. Like I said, don't forget, man, I was supposed to write it down. It's from the sesh, man. The one that you produce, that you on the sesh.
Okay, you talking about Lungs Wide Open?
Drop that record too.
You talking about Lungs Wide Open? Yeah, we're running back to back. Yep, I got to share up again, bro. You can go ahead and
I'm under.
Yep. All right, here we go, y'all. Y'all check this out. This one's called Vibe.
You still learning.
J-Pad the Juggernaut. J-Pad the Juggernaut. J-Pad the Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Give me that vibe. Okay. I'm so alive. With a will. Okay. With a will. Give me that vibe. Okay. I'm so alive. With a will. Okay. With a will.
Ain't no surprise that we vibing. Even when the sun goes down, we still be shining. So like a bow, lovable, so damn comfortable. Let me bust your bubble when we vibing, y'all in trouble. So I love it when the twinkle on my little star, and I love it when you shining bright from where you are. We keep it magical on this flight, so fly, so creative, sweet and light, blink of an eye. We keep the needle on the record 'cause we do it right. I get the best therapy from the good vibes. Change it up, switch it up on a good night. As you can see, we always have a good time.
Okay, I'm so alive. With a will. Okay, with a will. Give me that vibe. Okay, I'm so alive. With a will. Okay, with a will.
Give me that, I want them good vibes. I wanna see your face when I'm right by your side. We always set it off, puts me in a good mood. Cosmo ride, keep them coming so smooth. I just can't wait till I get my way. Power moves on them every day, here to stay. Business on point, locked and loaded when I need them. Now everybody trying to join, they couldn't beat them. Never gotta wait, got a full plate. Just pick up the phone, it ain't never too late. Always gonna shine time, everything big. Keep a good vibe, that's just what it is.
I'm so alive.
What up, LB?
With a will. With a will. Give me that vibe. I'm so alive. With a will. With a will. Hey yo, what up, player? Hey yo, what up, player?
Yeah.
Hey yo, what up, player?
Here we go.
Bounce, ride, and roll to this. Got an ounce of the good and we gon' smoke to this. We be smoking, smoking, choking, choking, toking, toking. Lungs is wide open. Bounce, ride, and roll to this.
Oh, yeah,
Got an
Blunt
ounce of the good and we gon'
Conversations
smoke to this. We be smoking, smoking, choking, choking, toking, toking.
Motherfucker up, man. Like this, man.
Smoke up for the wake and bake. Turn up the tunes for the bounce, rock, skate. Elevate the mind and elevate the grind. Chillin' with a dime, bypassing the time. Roll up, a hold up. Corona's in the mix. Ain't got time for the conspiracy sick. So you got your blunt and I got mine. The real Corona comes with a line. Excuse me as I touch the sky. China girl singing, hurry up and buy. I'm high, can't deny, my brain's fry, still fly. I'm the type of guy that's gon' gab. No Bill Clinton, I will in hell. Got the stew at a Snooty Fox Hotel. Blaze the L, then blaze the mic. Puff the Magic Dragon, about to burn his flight. Bounce, ride, and roll to this. Got an ounce of the good and we gon' smoke to this. We be smoking, smoking, choking, choking, toking, toking. Lungs is wide open. Bounce, ride, and roll to this. Got an ounce of the good and we gon' smoke to this.
LB,
we be
what up?
smoking, smoking, choking, choking.
Go Pad, play one more after this.
toking.
Go Pad, play one more after this.
Me and KY's gon' smoke to this. Juggernaut, never right, lest the blunt be lit. 93 premium, we don't smoke bullshit. I be chillin' in the cut with the big spliff click. Yo, give me the sarsaparilla, give me the Bubba Kush. The color sarsaparilla, I'm gonna need a bush. Feeling aggressive, smoke the white rhino. Yeah, the crystals the color of albino. Hey, we running out, we gonna go find more. Miss Toy, we gonna mash to the plug we stole. Roll 1, roll 2, roll 3, roll 4. Smoke the power pack till we can't no more. This G.O. we be smoking, smoking. Optimo filled with the good, yo, I be choking. We burning to the fire, now we floating. We burning the gas, hey, what you smoking? Bounce, ride, and roll to this. Got an ounce of the good and we gon' smoke to this. We be smoking, smoking, choking, choking, toking, toking. Lungs is wide open. Bounce, ride, and roll to this. Got an ounce of the good and we gon' smoke to this. We be smoking, smoking, choking, choking, toking.
Blunt Conversation Podcast. Blunt Conversation Podcast. That makes sure y'all run this stuff, man.
Blow an ounce, then I bounce, rock, skate. Blow an ounce, then I bounce, rock, skate. Separate the joints, the blunts, the A's. Plug it up, break out the rolling tray. La, ladies blowing big in LA. Smoke neat with my whole squad, 420. Cannabis, Doja Cup, yeah, I'm getting plenty. My consumption for buzz is not deceiving. Fat sex with Miss Toy for when I'm leaving. Try to smoke on my blunt on heavy defense. Really got on my nerve, bro, where your mouth been? This dispensary here is wide open. I keep that good so the niggas start moping. You should've asked, I would've let you roll your own joint. Bring your own weed, nigga, you're missing the point. Another session with my homies blowing big trees. If you don't know me, nigga, you need to leave.
Bounce, ride, and roll to this. Got an ounce of the good and we gon' smoke to this. We be smoking, smoking, choking, choking, toking, toking. Lungs is wide open. Bounce, ride, and roll to this. Got an ounce of the good and we gon' smoke to this. We be smoking, smoking, choking, choking, toking, toking. Lungs is wide open.
You need to leave, to leave, to leave.
This one right here is called Stomp on Shit. J-Pad and Juggernaut.
That's what I do.
Stomp on Shit.
Let's go.
Here we go.
I'm gonna stomp. I'm gonna stomp on shit. 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 Got the big black boots, I'ma stomp me a mud hole. These rappers petrified, 30 below degrees. Who won't fuck with the jug? I'm all up in my bag. I've been done had a Benz, I've been done had a Jag. You see these pricey things, they don't impress me. Slap shot all that shit backwards, they call me Gretzky. You cannot swim in this ocean, go get a jet ski. You thought I didn't have bars, boy, I got plenty. The juggernaut of this shit, I wield the sledgehammer. I hit the Richter scale from LA to Alabama. I'm gonna stomp, J-Pad, I'm gonna stomp on shit.
Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
One conversation. Yeah. Misery in the building.
I'm gonna stomp on shit.
Make sure y'all stay tapped in.
I'm gonna stomp, I'm gonna stomp on shit. I'ma stomp on shit, rip shit down, tear shit up, flip shit up. I don't give a fuck, nigga wanna bug, worry about a bug. Oh yeah, like Macho Man Randy Savage, don't go there. The juggernaut inflicted damage. Rappers be soft on the mic, I call them boiled cabbage. I got them all in check, and I got one rule: don't ever try to disrespect. You must be some fool on lyrics, juggernaut be a threat. I stomp on all of these tracks, they call me Gore-Tex. Your style forgettable, I call it poor sex. Just when you think the shit over, I come with more text. You come with weak bullshit, juggernaut suplex. I'm gonna stomp, I'm gonna stomp on shit. 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 J-Pad,
Yeah, though, man.
Nah, that's pressure. That's what you call pressure. You did what I'm saying. Bars. You did what I'm saying.
And I gotta, like I said, I gotta give you a big shout out to Misery. Thank you for having me on the Blunt Conversations podcast. Man, this is a really dope format. Y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in, man. Like, subscribe, and share, man, on YouTube, man. Y'all make sure y'all run it up for us. You know what I mean? Make sure everybody know this is Conversations.
Man, I mean, that's Mendo.
Yeah.
That's Mendo. I gotta pass this shit around and like I said, shine the lights on the folks who fuck with me genuinely. You did what I'm saying. Who I feel like, you know what I mean? Not saying that you don't or whoever don't. You did what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? For what I can do on my end, you did what I'm saying. Help shine the light on my folks. You did what I'm saying. So that's what that's all about.
I've had such a great time. And man, I can't wait to have you on the AM King show. We're gonna have Misery come on the AM King show, and we're gonna build this network all the way up. As a matter of fact, we manifesting it right now. We coming for the check. I mean, Blunt Conversations, the AM King show. We're gonna be one network, man. We're gonna be one network that's gonna run it up all the way. You already know
that part. Bang, bang. But hold on. We got a couple more, and we go let y'all nice folks go ahead and finish y'all day. You did what I'm saying after we done giving y'all some of this good medication. You know what I'm saying? So what is your what is your purpose for doing music, man? What you know what I mean? What do you feel like you bring to the game, and why do you and why you coming like
okay
that?
Okay, great question, man. Great question. I believe that my purpose in music is to uplift, it's to inspire, it's to motivate, it's to get people on the same page. My musical journey is all about those things right there. We need to come together, be on the same page, stay high vibes, stay in the light. You know what I'm saying? Like it's music is supposed to make us feel good. You know what I'm saying? And so I hope that my career has represented those things more than it has represented the bad, because, you can't have the good without the bad. We all go through trials and tribulations and this, that, and the third. I'm just hoping that, if somebody listened to the tracks that I've done or the music that we've all done, you know what I'm saying? It just makes their day a little bit brighter. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily to go get the big house or the big cars and this, that, and the third. It was really just for people to appreciate music and musicology. And I hope that people look at that from that standpoint. We are musicologists. And for those who don't know what that term means, you know what I'm saying? It's like the study of music. You know what I'm saying? It's like the science of music. We're scientists with this music shit. So, we just in the mode of making people feel good, giving them motivation, and hopefully it's some inspiration and make your day a lot brighter.
I can dig that. All right. So, where do you see yourself in the next 6 years?
Still doing this. Still doing this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I think really beyond, 6 years and beyond, I think I'm gonna be a lifer just like, our greats, the Four Tops and the people that really had long, long careers. I can see myself at the age of 70 still on this MPC, you know what I'm saying, getting busy, you know what I'm saying? So in 6 years, man, I really hope that, like I said, we establish, our network and really bring forth some good fruit for everybody. And I want to be a key agent. And if it really rests heavily on my shoulders, I have no problem with that because I understand my assignment and I understand that, what I'm saying, sometimes you gotta, go a little bit extra further. You gotta take that little extra step in order to get there. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to be sharp as ever on the beats, sharp as ever what we do with our music. You know what I mean? And just really embody what being a musician is all about and being a good person, most importantly, is all about.
Now I can dig that, man. Because when you love music, man,
It
this shit
sure
damn near
is.
like a marriage, man. You did to do
Yeah,
us
man.
part. You hear what I'm saying? We go for ups and downs. I'd be like, man, fuck this shit, man. Fuck this music. And she'd come back
You
like,
ain't done.
no, you ain't.
You ain't done yet. You ain't done yet.
Nah,
And so, yeah, we all go through those phases. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that I can safely say, and most people don't really recognize the standpoint of it, is that, what I'm saying, music connects everybody. Music connects everybody. Whether you feel in a record or not, there's a record in the world that you love. I've seen deaf people jam the music. I've seen blind people jam the music. I've seen people that had Down syndrome have a favorite song. You know what I'm saying? So music is universal and it connects all of us, whether directly or indirectly. We all connected by music. So it never is going to leave, and especially the creators. Like, we're the creators of it. So when we creating, you know what I'm saying, it's always going to be there. And not only that, but it's going to be a representation of us after we leave this life.
I can dig that. I can dig that. All right, so we in Blunt Conversation Podcast. My followers, my subscribers, y'all know we at the end of the interview, and I normally ask all my guests. You did what I'm saying. Normally the same question because, like I said, this platform is to put a little positive out there when I can and how I can. You did what I'm saying. So we want to try to help the youth coming up. You did what I'm saying. Also, not just when I say that, not just the youth as well. I want to cancel out no group. You know what I mean? Because we all need some knowledge. We all need more. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what age you is. You do what I'm saying. What it is you trying to do. So J Pad. So this question right here. So do you have kids? And if you don't, and if you do or you don't, what game would you give them or to any youth or any OG that's trying to get into this music game after knowing everything that we know and having the love and the passion, but knowing how this shit can go, you know what I mean? What would you tell the next youth, you know what I mean, or whoever that's trying to get into this music?
Great question again, Misery Man. You had some really good questions today. I do have a son. He's 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? He lives in North Carolina. He's in IT. He's followed his own pathway, and that's what I encouraged him to do. Because I could have easily said, okay, you can follow my footsteps and take the business over when I'm done doing what I'm doing. But he actually chose his own pathway based off of the education and the motivation that I instilled in him and his mother instilled in him and all the great people that played a part in him. Because a unique thing about my son is he has Asperger's disease. You know what I'm saying? He has Asperger condition. He is on the spectrum, for those who don't know, of autism. It's a form of autism. It's a high functioning form of autism. And I couldn't be more proud of him, you know what I'm saying? Because he graduated high school at 18.
Right.
He finished college a year later, and then he got right into his career. And to this day, he's doing quite well for himself. himself, making a nice salary, living on his own, doing the damn thing and doing what he does. But for anybody out there that's aspiring to do what it is that we do, I just tell them it's never ever impossible. Everything is possible. You can be whatever you want to be. All you have to do is just assign your mind and fix your mind on an end game. Define your end game. Find out what it is that you want to do in this life, and then map out the steps the right way to get to the finish line. Because there's a finish line for us all. There's a lane for us all. We can run in that lane the best that we can. It's like, think of Usain Bolt. When he used to run in his lane, he ran the best in his lane. And I use that parable all the time because he could have easily just said, hey, I'm gonna let this dude beat me today. But he chose, and his choice is choice, y'all. Everything that you do in life is a choice. Sometimes we're not going to choose the right thing, but you got to do something wrong before you do it right. So understand that even if you make a mistake, even if you fall down, you can get back up and you can be better. If anything, it should make you better and not bitter. And that's one of the last things I'll say is learn how to react better so you never have to worry about being bitter.
Man, and there goes some game for you right there, Jack. You did what I'm saying. And on that note, man, this has been Blunt Conversation Podcast, man. Definitely a dope ass interview, man. It was an honor to have you on this motherfucker, man. To drop your jewels. You did what I'm saying, to let the people know who you is. You did what I'm saying. All that good shit, man. So y'all, to my subscribers, you did what I'm saying. My followers, you did what I'm saying. Y'all see it scrolling across the bottom, man. Y'all tap into that, man. J-Pad the Juggernaut on all platforms. Y'all can find him on anything to play music on. He on
So, and you can also go to my website,
saying?
which is custombeatking.com.
You dig that? I normally have a outro song, but we don't. So we go end it with my joint right here. J-Pad, man, it's been a motherfucking blast, man. I can't wait to come on the show, man. And much love,
too,
man.
brother.
Have a great day.
Love and light, bro.
We go end it like that. Man, much love.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday.
Got this smoke. Yeah, it is. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go, Pacers.